So my first question is, can you describe the moment you first met Arthur and realized he was going to be a significant part of your journey?
First time was when I gave him the meatballs, but I didn't give him meatballs to follow us. It was just for kind gesture because he looks really, really bad and wounded. I even smelled bad. So first that was the case, and I think that when the breaking point was when we kind of say hello, when we were not allowed to bring him along on the paddling, the kayaking, and we start paddling.
Mm-hmm.
And poof, he jumps after in the water, he swim, and he's not a very good swimmer either. So I think that was the breaking point for, okay, now we do this together, kind of. Yeah.
What do you think, why do you think Arthur was drawn to you? What do you think was there? I mean, it's very interesting how he just clung on to you.
I know. I know. I don't have any good answers because the thing is like, I have gave food to animals and dogs. I've been racing for 20 years, and I've been international in countries, where you have animals out there and dogs. But I never experienced a dog that follow you without like, come on, you just go and he just follow you along. And I never experienced that. So I don't know. A small part of me, or the big part of me, I think it was meant to be.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
He definitely saw something and felt something and was drawn to you, which is a very, very beautiful thing that he chose you. Um, the adventure race you participated in was grueling and challenging. How did having Arthur by your side change you afterwards?
I would say everything changed. I was driven by the dream of being the world champion. And when Arthur came along, I kind of ended my career, and it became more important for me, with the family. I have my two kids growing up, and I think to have them grow up with Arthur was the best thing in my life. That was the best years of my life too. And also, like, I think it's so important too is to have a dog or animal in a family when you have small kids, because they learn so much to take responsibility, and also like the friendship and the love. My kids, they still talk about Arthur daily, and he is still a big part of our family, even if he's not with us anymore.
Mhm. When did he pass?
8th of December at lunchtime,
Oh, got it. I am so sorry.
2020.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry. It is a very difficult thing. Um,
yeah.
Now that Arthur's story is reaching a wider audience through this film, what message do you hope people take away from it about resilience, companionship, and human-animal bond?
I think you kind of nail it. I think the thing that you take with you with this movie is that sometimes life goes another way that you were supposed to be aiming for, and sometimes that new direction is not the bad thing. That's number one, and number two is that um, the power of not giving up. Don't give up.
Mhm.
And three, the important thing in life, family and the loved ones, the relationships. Those are the most important, not what kind of the car you drive or what watch you have on your arm.
Right. I would say that that was really what you're saying is very true, because for you to make that decision to save him and not leave him behind as a team member really was impactful in the story,
Mm.
because I know this was your last race and you kept saying, this is it for me and for you and your
Mm.
team, because it wasn't just you, your team collectively decided that this was the best thing to slow down and help the dog was really beautiful and really touching. Um, now that can you share an instance where Arthur's presence during the race made a crucial difference to your team?
You know the cliff scene when we were standing on the cliff?
Yes.
Yeah. In the real life, he was not that barking. In real life, we stood there in silence and we looked down and we saw the treetops underneath us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That was really amazing. He felt the need to protect you. But when you say that he stopped, did you just look at him and go, "Why is he just staring and looking at us?" Or what made you check to make sure it
Now the
was
thing
safe?
was, in the movie, it's kind of a trail because it's harder to film.
Right.
But in real life, it was more like this, like
Oh,
jungle. So we were walking like this and kind
oh
of
my
take all the
gosh.
leaves. So then finally was nothing to take, and then that's why we were on the cliffside. So in real life, it was, it was actually more dramatic in real life and
Oh
in the
my
movie.
goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, congratulations, Michael. This was truly, truly a beautiful story. I didn't know that it was going to impact me as much as it did, but again, having lost my, little fur friend, it really, sorry, I didn't mean to get emotional. I usually don't get emotional, but it really was a beautiful story, and I'm sure it touched many lives as well as it did mine and my family's.
Yeah. 100%. And the thing is, you know how you react now. I do that daily, and I've seen the movie now maybe 12 times, and every time I see it, I react this way you're doing now. And I think that's why you have so beautiful heart, because you care
Thank
like
you so
I do.
much.